And if you start from the top, you'll see there's a message in red that says, please take time to read over the syllabus carefully. Write down any questions you may have and or comments that may be unclear to you. Post them in the help questions form, or you can call me or come by and see me during my office hours. Okay, so make sure if you have any questions about anything, we address them early on. You'll see next you'll have the course description. You'll have the section number for the class is 3 units. You have my office information, office telephone number, and the access, the website to get to the class if you're ever away from your own computer. And then my email address. So if you need to communicate with me about anything personal, you can email me here. But if it's questions about the class, again, you want to post those on the help questions form on the website. Okay? Here are my office days and times. You can come by and see me or call me on Saturdays and Thursdays. So you'll see that there. I also have virtual office hours, which means that you can send me any type of email or message communication, and I will respond to you within 24 to 48 hours, excluding the weekends, however. So you want to make sure if there's questions about assignment that you give yourself enough time to contact me before that assignment is due. Our class schedule, we begin on Tuesdays and we close on Mondays. So Tuesday, generally between midnight Monday, which would be Tuesday morning, 12:01 a.m. Between 12:01 a.m. and 10 a.m. on Tuesdays is usually when the new information would be posted for the week. Okay. Prerequisites, you must have English 21 or higher and a TB skin test. Your required textbooks is here. You cannot survive the class without the textbook. There are different resources available, so check that. You can rent textbook. You can search through Amazon.com, cheapbooks.com. I think it's half.com. So there's a lot of resources out there for you to get your textbook, but you want to get it right away. On the website, there's only Chapter 1 available through the Student Companion website for the textbook. Okay. Regarding the course materials, you need to have computer access to a computer regularly, internet access, of course. You also want to have Microsoft Word and PowerPoint. And you want to check your computer to get rid of any pop-up blockers that might affect anything showing up in the course website. You need to have a reliable email address and probably Adobe Acrobat Reader. But it will tell you if you go to open up something and you need that software, it'll show you how to download it for free. Your syllabus gives you your course objectives, student learning outcomes, and then one of the important pieces, the course evaluation and requirements for grading. So that gives you the breakdown of all the points for every assignment. And then it also gives you the grading scale to tell you many points you need to earn an A in the class, which I know everybody is shooting for an A. So you keep track of your points throughout the semester, and the goal is just to always get the highest points possible on all of your assignments. Okay? Posting of the grades is the next section. If you want to know how soon you get your grades back, you need to give me at least 2 weeks. However, if you take an exam, you will see that your exam score will post right after the exam closes. Okay? But anything else that I need to read and grade, you need to give me at least 2 weeks to get that done before you start emailing me about your grade. Your active participation is mandatory. So regarding attendance, you just want to make sure that you're logging in each week. I suggest you log in 3 to 4 times a week, definitely on Tuesday, so that you can see what is posted for the week. But once you start your group work, you're going to realize that you need to log in more frequently to stay in communication with your group members. Your assignments are due by the due date that's specified for each assignment. Most of the assignments close at 11:55 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. So if you are have to upload something or post something, you have to get it in by that deadline, or the link for you to upload or post an assignment will close and you won't be able to do it. Also, I don't accept any late assignments, but I give what's called a virtual coupon. If you were in my class, you would actually receive a little coupon, and you would attach it to your assignment 1 week after the due date and still be able to receive credit for it. In this class, however, you're going to have to send me an email with the message that states, I would like to use my coupon. And you see that's all explained here. If you don't use your coupon, you'll receive 5 points for it at the end of the semester. Not automatically, you would have to notify me, and there would be a link for you to do that. So, activities and discussions, just make sure you're participating. Make sure you're doing your reading before you comment on anything, because just posting something to get credit for it doesn't really work that way. You need to post something that kind of makes sense and is relevant to what we're talking about that week. Quizzes and exams, they're timed. You'll see the sample quiz is available now, but when you go to click on it, it's going to tell you the sample quiz is not open until, and then it should also tell you when the quiz closed. So all of your exams will be that way. Readings, you just want to make sure you're doing your readings the week of or prior to, so that you can comment and respond to discussions appropriately. Next, you're going to see the options for extra credit. Read over that. I don't accept extra credit work. You can go and participate in professional growth activities, volunteer at a child development center, but I don't give you assignments to do. Email communication guidelines. Be sure you read over this, so when you're sending me an email, you won't wonder why I haven't responded, or whether or not I received it. If you don't follow these guidelines, then there's a strong possibility that I can overlook it. If you need any type of support, make sure you take advantage of any resources that are here on campus. If you're away from campus and you need some assistance, then contact me through my email. If you have any concerns, you follow the grievance chain of command on your syllabus. And then another important part of ways to be successful in this class, make sure you read over this so that you can start off on the right foot and have a good opportunity to be successful in the class. Here are the dates for dropping with and without W on your record. And that's about it. The last page just explains, well, it's not the last page. The second to the last page explains the breakdown, what topics we'll cover each week, and then it also lets you know if there's an actual assignment or exam due that particular week. Now, mind you, we will be doing a lot of class activities that are not listed on here, so you still have to open up the, go to the website and see if there's an activity that's listed on the website but may not actually be written here on your syllabus. Okay, so just about every week you have some type of activity or discussion to do. Okay, you'll see when we have spring break, and then at the bottom you'll see when you do your group presentations through PowerPoint, and the final exam would be during the week of June 1st through June 7th. Also, their holidays are listed, and then there's just a couple of days that I will be away at a conference, so I won't be available for office hours on those days. And then the last page is just a sheet that you can use to keep track of your points that you receive on all your assignments. So if you have questions about something, you want to make sure you ask me early on and not wait to the end of the class to address any questions regarding your points. Okay? So that's it for the syllabus. If you have any questions, make sure you post them on the help questions form, and I'll be happy to answer them. Okay, bye-bye.